Greetings, Bat Family, and welcome to Holy BatCast, brought to you by Real Fans for Real Movies. You can find us all over the internet on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Just search for Holy BatCast. We are part of the Real Fans Podcast Network. You can check out all those shows at rf4rm.com. If you love this show and you want to support this show, you can do so on Patreon. You can go to patreon.com/holybatcast. No pressure if you don't want to do it, or if you can't do it, it's fine. We still love you, but for all of our patrons out there who have done that, it really does mean the world to us, and it makes things so much easier. So big thank you to our patrons. You guys are awesome. As always, I'm your host, Andy DiGenova. You can find me at all the usual places, Threads, Letterboxd, Instagram. It's just my name, Andy DiGenova. And you probably already hear a special guest right now. There's two special guests, actually. One is one of my favorite co-hosts, and she joined me for Halloween, and she's back for Christmas. It's Kathrynn DiGenova.
Hi.
And I was like, I could start all over again, but I feel like it's just going to be what it's going to be. What it's going to be.
We'll take advantage of one child being asleep. We'll deal.
Yeah.
We'll be fine.
And the other special guest is Andy Jr. He is here with us, and I'm sure he has lots to say. He just can't quite articulate it yet. But if you hear any cute little baby babbles and things, it's because he's hanging out in the room with us, so we can have this little chat about Christmas.
Buddy.
Yeah.
Christmas.
So, Merry Christmas, everybody out there. Happy holidays.
Yes.
And you guys know I love the holidays, and I really wanted to get something out in time for Christmas, and I didn't know if that was going to happen, but fortunately, I live with this charming, wonderful woman who's sitting across from me, and she was willing to try and help us out so we could get a little Christmas something in your stocking this year, and that is the Batwheels Christmas episode. The first Batwheels Christmas episode. There's more than one. We're going to do the first one. So, Kathrynn, welcome back. And thanks for being flexible and willing to talk Batman while holding a baby.
No problem. I'm here to stuff your stocking, I guess.
Thanks. I was going to leave that right there. But this goes to show the commitment to try and get a new Holy BatCast out.
You're trying so hard.
This is how committed I am. Our dear friend Eric from The Fire Rises, TM. They were sad that we took the TM away for some reason, and I'm like, okay, you can have it back. I don't care. I think it was Eric. He said he goes, I'm impressed you've gotten out what you have had, and I'm like, oh, it's not easy. Trust me.
No, we've made it work.
But we're doing the best we can. Okay. Anyway, nobody cares about that. Even though you're going to hear Baby Andy, it's fine. So everybody out there, again, happy holidays. Hope you all are having a wonderful holiday season. And now the big day is upon us. In fact, when you're listening to this, it might be Christmas already. So Merry Christmas, everybody. And I love a little holiday content. If you've been paying attention to the Real Fans feed, there's been lots of holiday content over there. But we always like to do a little Batman Christmas episode too.
Yeah.
And Kathrynn, you were nice enough to talk Batwheels Halloween.
I love the Batwheels.
I know you do.
I'm such a fan.
There's no bigger fan of Batwheels than you.
Except probably children under the age of under a certain age.
Maybe Harley, but Harley. It's all in the family.
It's really it's her jam for sure.
But doesn't it just feel like we just did the Batwheels Halloween?
It does.
Yeah.
I between getting pregnant and having a baby, what day is it?
It's a blur.
Anymore? I don't even know.
Well, it's Christmas.
This whole year has gone by so Jesus Christ. This whole year's gone by so fast.
I know.
I feel like I was pregnant for 5 seconds.
Yep. And now there's a kid right here.
I mean, maybe if you wouldn't ask me in the thick of it, I wouldn't have said that. But
yes, now looking back. Anyway, so let's do that. Let's celebrate Christmas with our little Batwheels Christmas episode, and that is Batwheels Holidays on Ice.
Van Buff and BB, Redbird and Wing, burning bad rubber is their favorite thing. Turbocharged action's what you really crave. They're fired up and ready down in the Batcave, and the Batwheels four-wheel fighters have cried. Batwheels watch them turn on and die. Batwheels, they look great in black. Batwheels hopping the back.
All right, Holidays on Ice was Season 1, Episode 17. It aired on December 5th of 2022. And I have a distinct memory of watching this for the first time at your parents' house
Oh, yeah?
2 Christmases ago.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember that's where we watched it, but,
That's where we watched it.
I don't remember much of anything.
Yeah, we were in California 2 Christmases ago, and I think it was like Christmas Day. We were just perusing Max, and we're like, wait, there's a Christmas Batwheels?
That sounds like us.
And I remember watching it there.
Yeah.
And then, so it was 2 years ago, and then, again, there's a new Christmas episode this year that we'll save for a future occasion, but for now, I want to do the first one first.
You should get Harley's opinion on it next year.
Well, yeah, I could try. So, just overall thoughts of Holidays on Ice.
It's a sweet little one. I like it. It's cute. I love the idea of Icicle and the Gotham City Christmas tree, because every city has like a fun thing, and of course Gotham does, and so that's a fun. It's fun. It's like, of course.
Yeah.
The city gets together. Gotham is such like a fun place in the
Batwheels
universe.
Yeah.
And I really like anytime Mr. Freeze shows up in the show, because he's just cool, and I love the look of him. And
I agree.
yeah.
Well, so Holidays on Ice is it's not a 2-parter, but it's double length.
Yes.
Because the
long one.
the normal episodes are 11 minutes. This one's 22 minutes.
There's a handful that are like that.
Yeah. The new Christmas one is too, I believe.
Yeah.
So
and there's like a Wizard of Oz crossover.
The Wizard of Oz one is long. Yeah.
And I think the one with
the original was the very first pilot.
Yeah, the Adam West one I think is one too.
Maybe. But yes. So this is a Mr. Freeze episode.
Yes.
Where he is going to try and ruin Gotham's Christmas by stealing the Christmas tree.
Yeah.
And so because he's...
We love the nefarious villains of Gotham on Batwheels and all their funny little hijinks.
Their crimes are so innocuous.
So good.
Because it's like, if you stole the Christmas tree, it'd be a little sad, but everyone else would be fine.
I know, but it's a disaster.
Yeah. Because he said he hates Christmas, and it makes him mad, and if he doesn't like Christmas, no one else should either, so he's going to steal the Christmas tree.
But we won't get into the backstory.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about why. But I agree with you. I love that it is a full half an hour thereabouts, with commercials. And I love how Christmassy it is.
It's super Christmassy.
Super Christmassy.
It's actually representative of all the holidays.
That's true. It is. It's Holidays on Ice. It is not Christmas on Ice.
It's just heavy on the Christmas.
What's funny though is they don't even name drop Christmas till the very end, which we both noticed.
Yes, that's true. Other than the Christmas tree.
Well, but they kept saying holidays.
In the beginning,
it's the holidays.
Yes.
This is our first holidays together.
Yeah.
We got to celebrate the holidays.
Yes.
But they never said Christmas.
Yeah.
And then at the very end, they were like, "Oh, let's get back in time for Christmas." But they put up the tree.
Yeah.
In the Batcave, because Batman hadn't decorated yet.
What a jerk.
I know. He's got better things to do. But that was my first sadness when it opens and you're in the Batcave and there's no Christmas. I was like, wait, what's going on here?
Wait, before we get into that.
Oh.
The theme song.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Christmas version of the Batwheels theme song. So, they went all in on Christmas for this, including changing the theme song. Right. And guess what? Here's the thing. People listening will have already heard it as like the intro. So you know how that goes.
Fair. But what's great, I guess spoilers for whenever you covered the other one, is they carried it over to this year too. Yeah. So it's the official holidays theme song.
It is. It's super cute though. It's kind of loungy and festive.
I love it.
Yes, it's kind of like, it reminds me of like the Seth MacFarlane song that he did for you. You know how he does like loungy music?
Yeah.
Kind of sounds like that.
Yes, that's yes.
But yes, you're right. Special Christmas Batwheels intro. There's even snow in the intro.
It's cute.
But anyway, you get to the Batcave, and I was like, "There's
not enough Christmas.
There's no decorations." And I was like, "What are you guys doing to me?" And then that's part of the story is that Batman hadn't done it yet, so the whole thing opens up with the Batwheels being like, "It's our first holidays. We're gonna decorate the cave together."
Yeah, when Batman's been busy on a mission.
Yeah, well, he leaves on a super secret mission
with a super secret new suit.
With a suit and a suitcase.
Yeah.
And it's funny, you remembered the suit better than I did.
Yeah, as soon as we started it, I was like, "Oh yeah, this is the one where this and this and this happens."
Yeah, we're gonna spoil it for y'all. So you should watch it. You should go on Max and watch it for 22 minutes.
Pause right now. Go watch it and restart the episode.
Otherwise, we're going to spoil the twist ending.
We're here to spoil the show that's made for children.
For preschoolers. Let me tell you, when Harley saw the twist, she didn't sleep for days.
I know.
She was just shocked. So anyway, yes, they decorate the Bat Cave. It's very cute. Everybody's into Christmas, but Batwing is missing.
Yeah.
And she was on patrol.
Yeah.
She comes in, and she's like, all right, everything's good. And they're like, it's the holidays, Batwing, we're decorating. And she's just not into it.
She's like, you guys are shirking your duties.
Yeah.
Forget it.
She's like, what the hell's the matter with you people?
She's like a jerk this episode.
She's, you know what she is? She's a Brendan. She's a Brendan.
You and I both looked at each other, and I was going to say a different word, but we were like, what?
I was like, geez. So yeah, Batwing is the Grinch in this one.
Yeah.
Pre-Reformation Grinch.
Yes.
Yeah, before the turn. She's just so Grinchy. Mm-hmm. She's got no time for the holidays because they're crime fighters, and that comes first. And they're like, we can fight crime and still enjoy the holiday season.
Both can be true.
Right? But no, she's not into it.
She's kind of like that.
Yeah, she's not, she's that friend that you're like, we love her, but one of those friends.
To be fair, she's not a wheel.
That's true.
The aforementioned.
She's a wing.
Wheels. She's a wing, so.
Yeah. She's the weirdo.
We still like to see the representation of the Batwing, yes, but yes.
In the episode, she actually like puts her little landing gear down and she like lands.
That's true. She just has wheels.
And I was like, oh, like we never see that. So I was like, technically she does have wheels. She have wheels. She hides them. From the world.
That's fair. We're really going deep with this one.
Yeah, I know. So no, let's really talk about what this means.
Yes.
She has wheels, but she identifies as a wing.
Oh my god.
Anyway, so they decorate. It's real Christmassy, and so again, they keep saying holidays. They put up the Christmas tree, but they also have a menorah
and a Kwanzaa flag.
Which I thought was nice. Yes. Like, they got it all there.
It's all there.
And then they're going to sing some Bat carols.
The Bat carols are sprinkled out throughout the episode.
Yeah, they do it throughout.
They are delightful.
I know.
I love them.
I know. I'm mad that they're like they only have like the main song on iTunes, which of course I bought. Now I have to go and like pull all the other songs from wherever I can get them. Nefarious means.
I want a holiday album.
I know. I want the Batwheels holiday album. I would buy it. Are you kidding me?
Same.
And so they sing Bat carols, but that is the straw that breaks Batwing's back. She is just like, and now carols? How dare you? We have crimes to stop. And they're like, there's not even any crime happening tonight. It's Christmas. And she's like, no, there was a horrible crime, and it was because a trash can got knocked over. Which is
I love
good.
that Bat Computer's like, let me just call you out.
Yeah.
You mean the trash can that got knocked over? It was a big trash can. I'm like, Bat Computer, she knows what's up.
Even BC was like,
BC's got it covered.
Yeah, could you take it down to a 3, please?
Like, please, Batwing, get your shit together.
Batwing, it's Christmas. We don't have time for your BS.
Yeah.
But, Christmas is the time for having that annoying family member in the Bat Cave.
There it is. There she is. There they are.
Then they start talking about politics. It gets real awkward.
We've really gone deep on Batwing.
You know what? You do what you gotta do. It's all there. It's in the subtext.
It's true. It's in the subtext. We could really break this down for hours, probably.
Anyway.
Yes.
They realize that Mr. Freeze is out in Gotham and up to no good.
Now a real crime is happening.
A real actual crime.
Yes.
And like you said, I love this version of Mr. Freeze.
So good.
I think he is so cool looking, excuse me.
Yeah.
But
Ice Cube helmet is really what got me.
I love the Ice Cube helmet.
Yeah.
And he's wearing the beanie, but the pom-poms on the outside of the Ice Cube. And like the cool white like mutton chops and everything. Like I just love how he looks.
His whole look.
His whole look.
Good.
Like, and I know we said this for Halloween is like, I do want little figures of all the characters that aren't the Wheels because I love how he looks.
I could gush about the art direction on the show like forever. It's amazing.
It is. It really is. Like
it's so good.
We talked about it with Poison Ivy for Halloween, and now for Mr. Freeze is like they do such a nice job of like putting enough of a new spin while still maintaining that's unmistakably Mr. Freeze.
Yes. It's the right version of, for the age and the place. Yeah. It's like fits perfectly.
Yep. So I love him. I think he's great. Yeah. But he is, he's anti-Christmas, anti-holidays. And so he is going to kidnap Ike Sickle.
Yes.
Who is the beloved snowman mascot of Gotham.
Adorable.
He is real cute.
Which I'm having in this thought right now. This is like a really tangential thought. and you can correct me if there's a reference for this somewhere. So, Mr. Freeze's vehicle is an ice cream truck.
Correct.
Snowy. We love.
Yes,
right?
we love Snowy.
We stand
Zolo.
Snowy.
Blue Beetle.
Yes, Blue Beetle. We stand. Is there a reference for Mr. Freeze having a vehicle that's an ice cream truck in like a comic or anything like that?
I can't say it's never happened because it's certainly possible.
Okay.
He has had many ice vehicles
Yes.
over the years, but I can't remember a time he drove a literal ice cream truck.
So this is why we brought up Warner Brothers World a couple times and
Yeah.
Gotham there. Someday we'll go and, you'll lose your mind. It'll be great. The ice cream, like, food stand in Gotham is Mr. Freeze's ice cream truck.
As it should be.
So I was I was thinking about that as we were watching it this time, which I've never put two and two together.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I don't think about it much, I guess. But I love that. I love that there's a more real world adaptation.
I know, that's great.
For the Batwheels vehicle. So if you're ever in Abu Dhabi, it's very cute.
Note to self.
Yeah, note to self.
I mean, he obviously has holed up in ice cream factories.
Correct. Yes.
So
yes.
And I'm sure someone's going to go, actually,
Yeah.
Andy, he did drive an ice cream truck here. And I would be like, you're right. I didn't know.
Yeah, the design of that park is like based in the New 52 era.
Yeah.
So I don't know if someone out there knows the origin,
Yeah.
tell us.
But it just makes sense.
Yes.
I mean, it's a...
Oh, for sure. But I think it's cute that here in this version,
Yes.
we get another ice cream truck for Mr. Freeze.
Yes. So, he's going to kidnap Icicle.
Yeah.
Like you said, Icicle is such a cute little design.
Adorable.
They all seem to know who he is. This is the first time we've learned about him, but everyone seems to know who he is.
Oh, they live in Gotham. Apparently he's an annual thing.
Sure. But, I mean, I like him too.
Yeah.
And they're like, we like Ike. And there's a reference that the preschoolers will love is we like Ike.
Yep.
But so the Batwheels like, roll out. Let's go stop Mr. Freeze from taking Icicle.
Yep.
And Batwing is like, well, I'm going solo. I don't work with y'all anymore, you Christmas freaks.
She puts a line in the back.
She does the old sitcom convention of being like, this is my side of the Batcave, that's your side. I mean, that was like Full House. That was like Full House. They put down the tape in the middle of the bedroom.
Yeah, I remember that trope. It was in many episodes.
It was a very things. Yeah. But Batwing went there.
Yeah,
she went full DJ Tanner.
Also, Batwing, you're not a wheel. Why are you putting a line on the floor?
First of all, you're lucky we let you in here. You're not even a wheel.
Hating on Batwing this whole episode.
Anyway, she's going to go solo. The other four are going to stay a team.
Yes.
But they're all going after Mr. Freeze.
Yes, they're going to make sure the Christmas tree is safe. Their goal is different.
Oh, that's the first thing is they save the Christmas tree because the first thing he's going to do is take down the Christmas tree.
Yes, so they're concerned about Christmas being ruined.
Right.
Less than catching Mr. Freeze.
Yes.
Which is what pisses her off the most.
Right. And they managed to save the tree, get it back up.
But they need Wing's help.
Yes.
And she wasn't there because she was chasing after Mr. Freeze and thus the conflict.
Right. Well, remember, they even asked her, they're like, we know you don't want to celebrate Christmas, but will you put the star on our tree?
Yeah.
And she's like, no. F your star. I hate your star. Oh, man. Yeah. Star of wonder, star of light, my butt. So
My butt.
They save the tree. And they're like, no, we did it. We saved the tree. We ran off Mr. Freeze. And she's like, that doesn't count unless you catch him. It doesn't count. And they're going to start singing carols again at that point, right? Because they're happy about the tree.
They sing a carol whenever something good happens this episode, and it's great.
Okay. And so then they go off to stop him from getting Icicle, right?
Yeah.
And he gets him.
Also, like, who cares if you stop them or not? Because in Batwheels universe, none of them ever go to Arkham Asylum.
This is true. There doesn't seem to be any Arkham.
No punishment.
I don't know where they go in this universe, honestly.
They're always taken away and then they're back.
Well, yeah, I mean, because their crimes are so cute, like, they get hauled into the police and the police is like, don't do that anymore, and then they let them go, and that's
somewhere there's a Commissioner Gordon that's like, this again.
Yeah.
What are you trying to do?
Hi, Mr. Freeze.
Knock over the Christmas tree? Oh my God.
Could you please not knock over Christmas trees?
Misdemeanor. Here's a fine.
Right. Pay the fine on your way out. Merry Christmas.
What did you do? Turn all the pumpkins into sack-o'-lanterns?
So he does get Icicle. He manages to freeze him, and he gets him, and then they're like, well, now we got to stop him.
Yeah.
And he also has a cool new device that he calls like his Blizzard Blaster or something.
Yeah,
Something
big
like-
ice cream popsicle.
And it's a big old, it's a big popsicle, which is cool.
Yeah.
So it's like a super powered.
I love that.
It is. I love it
So
too.
fun.
Yeah. It could be an accessory for the toy.
Yeah.
But
Make the toy, you guys.
Make the
Do
toy.
it.
I need more crap.
I know.
Um,
Speaking of which, there is no Wing figure. and all
I know.
that, so
I know. I don't.
even
think
though we're
they
hating
even-
on Wing, I still want a Wing figure.
I know. I need to complete the collection.
Yeah. What the heck?
So he gets Icicle. They pursue, and so when they're pursuing, though, they get all of their batarangs tangled up because they're not working together.
That's right.
Like Batwing shoots hers, and Bam shoots his. They get tangled up. The other ones are like, "Well, we'll help you." They shoot theirs. Everybody gets tangled up, and just chaos ensues, which allows Mr. Freeze to escape.
What a jerk.
I know. And Batwing gets loose, and she, goes flying through the air, and we get a nice little nod to the Batwing against the moon
Yes.
trope.
I never noticed that until today when we watched it.
Yeah, I could never get enough of that.
It's so cute.
I said when we were watching, I was like, because we watched it without Harley,
We actually got to watch it.
I was like, this is the first time I actually get to watch this
Yes.
without,
Yeah.
doing other things.
That's true.
So that was fun. So Batwing gets loose, the other four are still tangled up, and Mr. Freeze freezes all of them in with a bunch of garbage.
Gross.
And Batwing doesn't even go to see what happened to them. She's just like, I'm on my own, going back to the Batcave, I'll figure out what to do next, and leaves them all high and dry, frozen.
Yep.
And she goes back to the Batcave
By herself.
by herself and realizes that she don't got the skills she needs.
Yeah.
She's like, this map, I can't make heads or tails of this map, but that's a buff thing. And then she's like, I can't track because that's a redbird thing.
Yep.
So she thought she could do it all by herself, but
Turns out, nope.
turns out she
Teamwork
can't.
makes the dream work, baby.
That's what I hear. And so she needs a good talking to. Unfortunately, BC and Mo got it covered.
Yeah. Those two.
And what better way to instill a lesson than with song? Yes. And so we get our little fun musical interlude. And this is like the song.
The song for
The song for the Christmas episode, which they also use again in this year's, is the best present in the world is a friend.
Yeah. I did not make the connection between last year's and this year's with that being in it in both of them.
Yeah.
But I was like, wow, I feel like I've heard this song a lot. But we have watched the other episode more, I feel like, this year. So that makes sense now.
Right. But
my
it's
brain
also
has put it together.
on my Christmas special playlist. So
Oh,
you might
that's
have, You might have
why.
also heard it in the car.
God, I can't wait for all my brain cells to return to my body. That's going to be great.
But it's a cute little Christmas song.
It is really
And that
cute.
one, like I said, that one they put up on iTunes like immediately back in 2022 when
Yes.
this episode premiered. So I was excited to have it. I've had it for 2 years.
Yeah.
And then I was excited when they used it again this year. And then I think there was even like a new song this year, but we'll deal with that.
We'll
when
get to that.
We'll get to that. We'll cross
That's an
that
episode
bridge
for
when it comes
next
to it.
year.
That's right. But it's a cute little song.
Yes.
The best present in the world.
Is French.
And it inspires Batwing because she realizes that
Yeah.
she needs her friends.
She's going to find her friends.
I also like the musical number because they show us a bunch of clips from the episode we're watching.
Yes.
I was like,
There's
wait.
nothing like rehashing the last 11 minutes.
I was like, wait, we just saw that.
Well, great.
So she realizes all her friends are frozen. She gets a heat blaster. She goes and frees them.
Yep.
They're back on the same team again. Thank goodness. The Batwheels reunited.
And they've got to save Ike.
And they gotta save Ike because they like Ike. Mr. Freeze said, I think he said, I don't like Ike,
Yeah.
which is why he took him.
What a jerk.
Yeah. So they pursue.
Yes.
And in this big chase, Mr. Freeze is freezing the street behind
Yeah.
them.
And he goes, oh, it's the bat things.
Yeah.
There was like I don't know why that made me laugh so hard.
But what I thought was fun is like, they all have their bat skates
Yes.
on their wheels.
Yes.
Which, is silly in a live action movie, but is actually quite cute in the
Adorable.
Batwheels show.
And Batwheels.
But what was cool was like as they're chasing on the ice with their skates, like they're doing these cool like flips and stuff, and as they're chasing Mr. Freeze. So I like that.
I
that
do
was
too. That's cute.
But they managed to stop him, and he says, I don't even remember what he says, but it's something about like, you won't get Ike or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then a voice comes from Ike and he says, don't be so sure, Freeze, or something like that.
And then
Oh my God. It's Batman. It's Batman. Batman decided to spend his Christmas undercover
Dressed like
as
a-
Ike Sickle.
Yes.
And
that was what was in the thing.
what's funny is when he was in the parade earlier, before he got abducted, he was doing all these really silly dance moves.
Yep.
And so just imagine that was Batman doing all that.
It's Batman.
And I knew it this time because you remembered.
Yep, same.
So I did think that when Ike was doing all those silly dances.
that's
I was
Batman.
like, Batman, you got to commit to the bit and do it. And he even said, he goes, my only regret is I had to floss dance.
Yes.
But he's like, I knew that you were up to something, Freeze, and so I went undercover, and he's like, I hoped you would kidnap me so I could stop you.
Stop you from the inside.
Stop you from the inside. So, yep, Ike Sickle is Batman, and he manages to capture Mr. Freeze and just leaves him tied up.
And Wing is there to help him.
Yeah, with her
And he
heat
says,
blaster.
that's when he goes, it's always good to have a friend or something like
Right,
that. And
right. And that's the important thing that we all take away from
that's the lesson
this.
for the episode.
That's right.
It's good to have friends.
So he does say something about, like, oh, remote control, great. Like, you know, because he doesn't know the Batwings are alive, or the Batwheels are alive.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, good, remote control. And he jumps in the Batwing. But, like, there's also the other 4 vehicles out in there on the street.
So this episode did address that in some way in the very beginning because they're like wrapping presents for each other and it's left out and he goes, why are there presents
That's
here?
right, that's right.
And I was like, yes, please call out the
Who
fact
left
that we
these
did presents for your cars.
Someone left presents for my car?
I really loved it because I was like, yeah, it's absurd that Batman wouldn't notice something about all of this.
That is true.
But that's that his cars have been out fighting his crimes for him.
Yeah. You'd think that the news would pick up on that at a certain point. It's like, all these cars just keep showing up. So Batman and Batwing go and they thaw all the ice that Mr. Freeze had frozen. I'll tell you, I'm a sucker for a good defreezing
Yeah, we love
Gotham.
to see it.
I'm into that.
Yeah.
And then they all go back. This is when they say, oh, we can't miss Christmas. And they go back to the Batcave to celebrate Christmas and open their presents. Mm-hmm. Buff was very excited about presents at the beginning, too.
Yes.
That was his thing. He's like, presents.
Yeah.
And they all get cute little
Things
vehicular presents. Buff gets snow tires.
Yeah.
That are like cool
Red
neon
gets
blue.
a Christmas spoiler.
I think that's my favorite one.
That's the coolest one.
Because it's like, it's Christmas themed.
Christmas themed buff.
Yeah.
Here's everything red.
BB gets new handlebars, but you could never tell. They just look the same. Bam gets new rims.
Also, Bam is like all adorned with a bunch of lights.
I
all
know.
over the place.
Most of them are.
Yeah,
Buff is
they
wearing
look
reindeer
awesome.
ears.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or reindeer antlers, not ears.
We love the Christmas costumes.
Yes, they're all dressed in a festive attire.
Yeah.
And they're like, Batwing, we know that you don't subscribe to Christmas. We know
Yeah.
you don't partake. But
we
got you present anyway. Yeah. And they're flight goggles. And she's like, I guess I'll celebrate Christmas because you guys got me something.
Yeah.
And so she puts the star on the tree.
Mm-hmm.
And
the
they
bat symbol.
And they start to sing, and they're like, wait, we shouldn't sing. Batwing doesn't like our singing. And so then she does like a Mariah Carey moment.
She has her diva moment.
Yeah, and she went, I like them when I sing them.
Oh my god.
Exhausting.
Batwing is like that friend that you're like, I don't know why we're friends with her, but I guess we like her.
Yeah. So they put the star on the tree, they all sing, and that is Holidays on Ice.
Yes.
There's also like cute little Christmassy music in the credits too.
Yeah. And Mo gets a cape.
Oh, and Mo gets a Batman cape. That's right. Good call. Thank you.
I appreciate like the consistency of Mo's character to always want to be dressed like Batman.
I can relate.
Yeah. I know.
So can our daughter.
Yes, this is true. This is very true.
And
now our son is
wearing
a
her
Batman
cape.
outfit.
He does, but right now it's not up to him. So
no, it's true.
We'll see if he continues to choose it. But Harley chooses it.
She chooses it, but come on, how can you not?
She's our kid.
Yeah.
So
is he.
Well, I know. I'm just saying.
I know.
So, Holidays on Ice.
Yeah.
Final thoughts.
10 out of 10. Love it.
All right, great.
Get it on the Batwheels gang, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like we're doing so much free promotion for Batwheels.
I'll do it forever because, look, toddler shows suck. We've watched about this before.
This is true.
And the sucky part for all the people that have a toddler know this is when they like something, you watch it 40,000 times.
Yeah.
So to have a show like Batwheels that's like really delightful and fun and something that we like and are interested in, and the songs are good and the message is cute and it's not like, irritating. I love it.
Yeah.
There's plenty of shows out there that I'm like, really? We gotta watch this again.
At least with Batwheels now, there are so many episodes.
Yes,
that
that's true.
we can put it on and just let it run for a little while,
Yes.
and it's not just the same thing over and over again.
Yes.
It's multiple episodes.
Yes.
As opposed to a favorite movie of
Right.
hers where,
We watch it 40.
It's too much.
Well, and that's why I'm always like, here I am. I'll promote the crap out of a toddler show that I like, so that it keeps going and there's more episodes and there's more to watch, so that we're never repeating the entire thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll say this morning I put it on Batwheels for her while I was making her breakfast, and
Pancake time.
And there were the episode. It was a newer episode because they just dropped a whole bunch of new episodes on Max.
Love to see it.
And one of the new episodes had King Tut.
Oh,
and that made me incredibly happy.
Awesome.
It's so fun. So,
that's great. Well, and that's the thing is there's a bunch of episodes that I've only seen once or haven't watched quite yet because there are now quite a lot, which is really good.
Well, there are so many I haven't watched because she's watching them, and again, I'm making her breakfast or whatever.
Yeah,
so
we were half watching.
Yeah. But anyway, Holidays on Ice.
Yes,
it's terrific.
we love it.
It's right there on Max, season 1, episode 17. Delightful Christmas vibes. Also, we've said this in the past, especially with something like Batman Returns. We love Gotham in the snow.
Yes.
So there's also some really nice stuff of just the Batwheels cruising through Gotham with snowbanks and snow in the park and ice. And it's just, if you want your Christmas vibes plus a little Batman, Batwheels got you covered.
And then you can watch Batman Returns.
And then also Batman Returns. We can try to watch that tomorrow and see if she likes it.
I was going to say, we haven't done our annual rewatch.
I know, and clock is ticking.
Yeah, really.
Oh my god. It's worth noting, this is neither here nor there because we were talking about the things that Harley makes us watch.
Yes.
We have watched DC League of Super Pets 6 times in 3 days since the Superman trailer came out.
So thanks, Crypto.
So twice a day
Yep.
because of Crypto.
Yeah.
And she was even asking for it tonight before bed. And I was
She talks about it constantly.
I was like,
too.
honey, we can't listen to it. It's a movie. We got to go to bed.
Yeah. What's funny is we had introduced her to the movie a while ago, but she didn't really get that into it. And then after watching the Superman trailer 7 times in a row, which was her request, not yours.
Yeah.
Which is an important distinction because then you went up to record and she still wanted to watch it 2 more times.
Yes, I want Superman.
Yeah, before we end up watching Super Pets because then she asked to watch more Crypto and that's when we watched Super Pets. But she's super into it and she keeps talking about different parts of the movie that she really likes and she wants to read all of her Superman and Batman books right now because of it. So, I mean, that trailer...
It did its job.
It did its job tenfold with our toddler.
They released the music from the trailer on iTunes.
Oh, really?
So I bought it, of course. She made me listen to it multiple times tonight while I was putting her to bed.
Well, that's cool.
For everybody out there, we normally put on a book on tape or usually it's a Disney story being told, just because it helps her kind of settle down. And tonight she wanted to hear the Superman music, and again, when it was over, she would go again. And so I probably listened to it 4 times in a row.
That's awesome.
And then she's like, now I want Olaf. So, but I was like, wow. And then
it's a hardcore holdout, though.
And then I tried to switch to John Williams, and she's like,
really?
No, I don't want that.
She wanted the one from the trailer.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we're taking her.
I hope. All right. Anyway,
we're about to get sent judge.
It's fine. Sorry for the tangent,
anyway,
but
I'm not that sorry.
It's somewhat applicable as long as we're talking about it. But back to the thing at hand.
Yes, Batwheels.
I'm always
Wheels, Fighters of Crime.
Yes, I'm always happy to get Batman holiday content.
Yes,
and I was happy to get the Batwheels Halloween earlier this year. This one again came 2 years ago, but it was a really fun surprise then, and I love that they did another one this year. So whenever I can mix my loves of Batman and holidays, it's great. So I know a lot of you out there are the same, and if you haven't checked this one out, it's super cute. It's really fun, especially if you've got kids. It's great.
Yeah.
But even if you don't have kids and you just like Batman and Mr. Freeze,
22 minutes of your life, fold some laundry.
Yeah, it's a really cute 22 minutes with good Christmas vibes.
Yep.
Awesome.
10 out of 10.
All right. Well, baby Andy.
Fell asleep.
He fell asleep.
Oh my God.
Bless him.
What a blessing.
So do you want to answer a couple emails?
Sure,
with me?
yeah.
All right. So
As long as our kids are both asleep and I don't have to do anything.
As long as our kids are asleep and we're sitting here and we're recording, I got emails. Let's answer a couple emails.
Let's do it.
It's time for the Wayne Manor Mailbox.
I've got the bat decorations.
I've got the bat tree. Ta-da!
Deck the cave with batarangs. Fa la 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 la. Come and join our Batwheels gang. Fa la 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 la. Hang we now the twinkling bat lights. Fa la 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 la. Make the bat cave merry and bright. Fa la 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 la.
Big finish. Fa la 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 la.
All right, this email here is from Brian B. It says, "Hey guys, I wanted to wish you happy holidays. I hope things are going well, and as Andy mentioned in my last email, I hope you're getting enough sleep with the newborn. My girlfriend's younger cousin just graduated college, has been doing the interview circuit, and when asked where he wants to be in 5 years, tried being funny and said alive. While I thought that was hilarious, we tried coaching him on what to say going forward. My question related to this story is this: where would you want to see DC on film in 5 years? Personally, I'd like to be at a point where it's a mix of the A-list characters and mixes in new, fresh characters to keep it feeling new. Also, I'd like its brand to be established so that all the preconceived notions of DC films being shaky or below average will be washed away, and the brand is akin to Marvel's before Endgame, where people knew that they would be entertained and see a good to great movie most of the time. Also, since this is a Batman pod, I'd like to see the Bat being slowly introduced with his first movie after Reeves makes his trilogy, even though the way he works, that might be a long wait. And since it's the holiday season and my Halloween Scare-a-thon was limited because of the Yankees World Series run, what are your favorite horror Christmas movies? Personally, I'd say Black Christmas, It's a Wonderful Knife, Krampus, Gremlins, and Jack Frost, which is so bad, but I love basking in its awfulness. As always, thanks for the hard work on the pod. Hope you have a great holiday season and that 2025 is the best year yet. Thanks, Brian. And great, I love that it's a Christmas question.
I love
for our
this.
Christmas episode.
I still got really hung up on his brother-in-law's answer to the interview question.
Yeah, I mean, it's fair.
That's hilarious. If somebody came into an interview and said that, I would love it.
I would laugh, and then as long as they had a real answer later.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, but it shows their personality.
Yeah.
And frankly, it's part of it, right? So, good on him.
I don't think, And Brian, here's our advice to you. Not that
as two people that do hire people
as we
from
hire
time
people,
to time.
if someone were to say that, we would it
would
helps
love
you
it.
stand out.
Yeah.
And as long as they actually
I would remember that.
had a real answer. Yeah. So where would you like to see DC on film in 5 years? I mean, Brian, I think you covered it. That's just it. Is I want this. I'm so tired of this reputation of well, it's DC, so we'll see, or I guess it looks okay for DC. That kind of all the backhanded compliments or the assumptions of it's DC, it's garbage. I'm so done with that after 10 years. And hopefully this new regime, these new crop of movies will be well received. They'll be good. And that, I don't need it to be the MCU pre-Endgame. I just want it to be that people will give them a chance without coming in with a chip on their shoulder.
Yeah, I don't want it to be the MCU because
I don't either.
I feel like the MCU had a good run and then beat a dead horse for the last couple years and is continuing to do so in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
So I don't want that for DC. I want a really nice established universe that has a button and knows when to quit, It's I'm excited for what's to come. Obviously, the trailer just came out, and so I think it's cool, and I think that's where it's headed.
Yeah, I agree.
Selfishly, I'd never want to see another Reeves Batman movie again, so I hope they all get canceled, but that's just me, and not as many people that are listening.
I will just say I do not want them to wait to introduce Batman into the shared universe until Reeves is done. Because to your point, that's gonna be 10 years.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Do it now.
Yes.
We
don't need both.
You snooze,
we
you
don't
lose.
we don't need to wait for both.
Spooky Christmas movies. You said the ones
you said
I would have.
Krampus is I think my number one.
Yeah, I love Krampus. Gremlins, obviously.
Yeah. Gremlins, yes, for sure.
So, Awesome. Well, thanks, Brian. Great to hear from you.
Oh, you know what was good that we watched a couple years ago was the like horror-y version of A Christmas Carol.
Oh,
we watched that when we were in China.
The Guy Pearce one?
Yeah, the like really intense and dark one. I thought that was good. It was scary.
I wouldn't say I liked it. It was like I wanted it to be.
I haven't watched it in whatever 4 years.
I wanted it to be like a true like horror version, but instead it was just a really like mean version. You know, it was just so bleak. Yeah. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
I was excited about the concept, but like when I watched it, I was like, this is just so like, oh, it was just rough.
It was rough. I don't remember a lot of it, but I do remember it being like very dark and much creepier than the versions.
Like Bob Cratchit's wife comes and like Scrooge makes her take off her clothes.
Oh,
remember?
yeah.
It's like it was super gross.
Wow, I blocked out all the parts that I didn't like,
yeah.
clearly. I was thinking about more like the Ghost of Christmas Yet to Come.
Yes, because he was on the cover.
Yeah, because that part was scary. Those parts were good. Anyway, just watch that part, I guess.
All right, this next message is from Franklin. It says, Merry Christmas, Holy BatCast crew. I hope you're having a wonderful Christmas season. I have a couple questions and suggestions. I was watching Creature Commandos. Made me wonder if you guys could review each... Oh, if you guys can review each Halloween a Universal Monster movie. I thought it would be cool and exciting to see each of you guys break down those movies. What do you think? Now bringing it back to Batman, have you seen the fan-made short, Batman Dying is Easy? I thought it was perfect and well put together. This is what every Batman fan has been asking for, wanting either a Batman movie or a live-action TV show. And like the short film, it works even more when Batman is played by an unknown. That way fans can just see Batman and not a celebrity. Anyway, just some suggestions for you. I hope you continue having a great holiday season. Franklin. Thank you, Franklin. And so, yes, we've been wanting to like cover the Universal Monster movies on Real Fans. But like every Halloween just doing one, we would never do them all. So yeah, we've talked about ways of doing it, so we will continue to figure that out. I have not watched Dying is Easy, but now I'll check it out. So that's cool. It sounds good.
Yeah.
All right, next email is from Alec. It says, Hey, Bat Family, last year I emailed on my 17th birthday. Now another year has passed. That's right, I'm now 18 years old, which is kind of scary.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
Happy vote.
I wanted to take the time to email you and let you know how much your show has helped me on my way to school every day while I'm playing games or falling asleep. I always tune in for a new episode as long as you want to keep making them, so thank you for all that you do. Now on to my question, which is pretty loaded, but bear with me. I wanted to ask what advice you'd have for me as an aspiring writer moving into adulthood. I know it's a hard question, but Andy in particular, I know you have experience in the entertainment industry, and I wanted to hear your thoughts. Sorry for the ridiculous and heavy question. Much love, Alec. Thanks, Alec. Well, I will say it's good that you wrote in on this episode because I think Kathryn and I would both have some advice. But happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday.
You're 18. You're a grown-up. Congrats.
Welcome.
Yeah. And so being a writer, I mean, do you want to start? Do you have advice to start?
I mean, yeah, I guess the first thing I would say is like when you want to go into something that is like traditionally a difficult medium, like performance or writing or something artistic, I think my biggest advice is like don't give up on that. Find various different avenues where that is applicable. There's more than one way to be a writer. There's more than one way to be an artist. There's more than one way to be a creative person. I think both of us are living examples of that. Of like, I have a background in entertainment. I was, an actor for a few years, and I did shows and things like that, and I thought there was one way to do that. And then I found in my adulthood, now I'm producing, shows for theme parks and things of that nature. You can find other avenues to be a writer. You can find other ways to write besides just doing a book or just wanting to be a screenwriter or just, we work with writers in our industry. And so I would say don't give up. Keep trying in every possible capacity and search for inspiration everywhere.
Yeah, I think all that's great advice. I also think that if you're a writer, keep writing.
Yeah.
Even if you're not getting paid to do it, because the more you write, the more you flex that muscle, the more samples and content you will have to share as you continue to pursue that job. So like, don't stop writing, even if that's not your main job. And to Kathryn's point, there are a lot of places that need writers. So Sorry, baby time. So just keep your horizons open for multiple options, because there are writers needed in things you might not even think of.
Yeah.
Like what we do in theme parks and building theme parks, we have writers, and a lot of people don't realize that.
Yeah.
Obviously, the entertainment industry is not just movies and TV. They need writers too, but there's just so many different avenues where you can write. And so broaden your horizons, do your research, keep writing, talk to people, meet writers, because they could probably shine the light on opportunities you don't even know exist, and maybe I don't even know exist.
Yeah, I have some good friends who I did a lot of improv in LA and performed a bunch, and some good friends that are now writing for some TV shows and things like that, but they were really into like the improv performing scene because it gave them inspiration for characters and helped them learn more story structure in a less traditional capacity. So now that you're also on the precipice of, higher education, know that your education in that type of career could come from anywhere.
Yeah. Awesome. But best of luck, and keep us posted. Next message is our old pal Stuart from Guernsey. He says, I wanted to wish you all a Merry Christmas. I hope you and your families have a great holiday. What are you doing to celebrate the festive period? And are there any geeky gifts you asked Santa for? Anyway, I'll keep this short. Here's to more Holy BatCast in 2025. Thanks, Stuart. Thanks, Stuart. I'll keep trying. I'll just say it. What? No, it's just as far as keeping Holy BatCast going.
Oh, yeah.
With a baby. That's all. He's right here.
Oh, yeah.
But thanks, Stuart. Always great to hear from you, and we always appreciate your support and your kind words. And yeah, thanks for being part of our family. We hope you and your family are also having happy holidays and a Merry Christmas. As for what are we doing to celebrate? Well, this is we have a 2-month-old, so we're not going anywhere. Usually we'll often travel for the holidays, or family will come here, but this year it's kind of keeping it simple. It's just the 4 of us at home, and we're just gonna do Christmas with us. Anything to add to that?
Sorry.
It's okay.
It's crying baby. Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're trying to get out and do a couple things with what we can do in our area.
Yeah, like we're going to a Christmas light thing tomorrow.
Yeah, and we'll try to maybe go hit up SeaWorld and see some of those Christmas things.
Do like Christmas at SeaWorld or something. But yeah, like we did Christmas dinner with Mickey and friends last week.
Yeah, we did.
So our
seasonal Mickey dinner.
We're not like, hey, we have a baby, we won't leave the house. We're the other people.
Yeah.
We were like, no, we still have to have fun and enjoy our lives, and we just take the baby and deal.
Yeah, we won't.
I mean, or we still need to get a podcast out. We'll just bring the baby and deal.
Yeah. We were not traveling with him yet, but yeah, we're trying to at least get out of the house.
And then geeky gifts that. I mean,
this just reminds me of the one that I failed on this year.
Yeah, should I say it?
I guess. Maybe someone has one.
So it's been on my wish list for a while, but I haven't bought it for myself because my wonderful wife knows it's on my wish list. There are a couple places. There are a couple places that sell the Joker Goon jacket from Batman '89.
Yeah.
And it's super cool. And I have the Joker Goon hat, but not the jacket. And Kathrynn said that they were sold out, so I'm not waiting for that this Christmas.
I had it on Amazon, and then I went on Roosevelt's, and
But that's okay.
That's okay. You're getting other things.
That's fine. I'm
you
good.
have many things on your list that I have options.
But yeah,
don't worry, there will be geeky gifts.
I mean, there usually are.
Usually 99%.
I mean, the good thing is I'm easy. If it has a bat symbol on it, I'm pretty happy.
I will say that like gifting this year for me leaned heavily into Batman, and I guess probably because of him. Like, we have a lot of little bat baby stuff.
Yeah.
Even though, our fandoms extend out of that, we're in a heavy Batman time.
You can't go wrong with it.
Yeah.
All right, next email here is from Mark. It says, Merry Christmas. It says, first, Merry Christmas to you all. I hope you and yours have the most wonderful of times. Now, here's my reason for emailing. Andy, I'm so pleased you got a MetaQuest. I picked one up, coincidentally, the week it got mentioned the first time on the podcast, and was so excited for you when you talked about getting one. I'm a huge Arkham fan. I've played all the games to death. At their core, they are darker Batman, the animated series. The stories range from awesome, like Arkham Asylum and Arkham City, to pretty great, Arkham Origins, to pretty good, Arkham Knight. Arkham Shadow is basically a sequel to the Christmas-themed Arkham Origins game, with a bunch of the same actors, including the same Batman. The rest had the great Kevin Conroy, R.I.P., you beautiful man. Anyway, I jumped for joy that you got the game because I wholeheartedly agree it's the Batman experience. Having completed it, I can say the story is great. Please do an episode once you complete it. No rush, I know you have so much going on at the moment, but when you can, I'd love to hear your thoughts. As always, thanks so much for the podcast, and as I've said before, I consider it as crucial a listen as I do the movies to watch, the comics to read, and the games to play. I legit love you guys. All the best, Mark. P.S. Iron Man VR is also awesome and made by the same team as the Batman game. I would also recommend Rush VR if you want to fly like Superman.
Cool.
Ooh. So, Mark, thank you. First of all, thank you for the kind words about the show, and that's really appreciated. And then, I mentioned on the last episode that, I got the MetaQuest, and Richard, the listener, he messaged me about it, and he's like, oh, I'm embarrassed, but I'm glad you're so happy. And I'm like, I wish I could have. I haven't played Arkham as much as I would like. And he said the best thing. He's like, you know what? It's going to be there. Your kids will never be this age again. And that's just the reality is, with these two little cuties, I haven't gotten to play nearly as much as I'd like, but from what I have, it is so impressive. So I'm looking forward to more. And I appreciate the recommendations for Iron Man and Rush.
That's cool. I love how supportive everyone still is of the show. So thanks, you guys.
Yeah, thank you.
It's awesome to hear. I love it. I love you. It's awesome to hear about everyone else who loves you. Not nearly as much as I do, but quite a lot.
Oh, well.
You're pretty great.
Thanks, honey.
You're
I appreciate
welcome.
it. All right. The next one is from Stephen Marshall. This one's exciting because Stephen Marshall is one of those people that, like, when there's new Superman content, I'm like, I wonder what Stephen thinks. Because, like, he's, like,
Great.
So Superman.
Let's hear it.
All right, so here's what he says. Hi, guys. Hope you're doing well. I'm writing this after repeated viewings of the Superman trailer. As a fan of all versions of Superman, I'm quite easy to please when it comes to the Man of Steel, but the trailer absolutely blew my socks off. I'm honestly finding it hard to put into words what I love so much because I loved it so much. But what I do feel is that this film will be for Superman what the Aquaman film was for that character, where they don't leave anything out and they throw in everything, including the kitchen sink. Does that make sense? Do you feel similar as I do in that regard? Also, have you been watching Creature Commandos? If so, what are your thoughts? Superman is back. I couldn't be more ready. Roll on July. Take care. Kind regards, Steven. Thanks, Steven. And again, always good to hear from you. I'm so glad that you're happy with the Superman trailer. I'm happy you're happy. I'm there with you. I think it's amazing, and I can't freaking wait. So.
I hope that you're right. Because I loved Aquaman. I thought it was freaking awesome.
I mean, and I think what you're saying it in a complimentary way, but I think you're right. And honestly, in our trailer reaction, which you probably wrote this before I published it, I said something similar in a different way, being like every iconic element that you expect from a Superman story is here. Mm-hmm. So like Smallville and the Kent Farm, the Kents, the Fortress of Solitude, the Daily Planet, like just everything that you like mild-mannered Clark Kent, just every iconic thing that is Superman seems to be here. Luthor Corp and Lex being this powerful billionaire who's above it all. Like it's all the stuff we've been asking for. Yeah. And the last few versions, and I said this on the trailer reaction, like they seem to left some of those things out. Mm-hmm. And again, I'm not saying that as like in any way a slight because I've liked most of those versions, but like, you know, like Man of Steel happened before a lot of that stuff, you know, and then they kind of jumped over that stuff to get to BVS. And so this does feel like it's trying very hard to like hit all of the beats you want to when you think of Superman. Yeah. Plus more.
Yeah. I literally could not say that better. Look at you. So eloquent.
Okay. Isn't that good?
No. Yes. Copy paste.
Okay,
no, I agree wholeheartedly.
And then Creature Commandos.
I like it a lot.
I really like it. Yeah. Did you get up to all four?
I've only watched the first two. Okay. I was gonna watch the other ones, but I needed to ask you if you had watched them.
I already watched them.
I didn't want to get ahead of you.
I watched them the other night with him.
Okay.
He likes it too.
I like it.
He likes all the sex and violence. That's his favorite part.
I mean, I've only watched the first two episodes. I really enjoyed it. I hadn't heard Gogol Bordello in years, so that was weird. But
What's that?
that's the band, the music.
Oh, is that the band I don't like?
Yes. Yes. I texted you that the other day, and you were like, yeah. And I was like, I don't think you knew.
I didn't know what that meant. Nope.
Yes.
Sorry.
The band that has the
weird
guy
sound?
with the accent, the
Yeah.
strange sound. Yeah. If anyone this is a really deep cut. There's a movie called Everything's Illuminated.
I know the movie.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen it, though.
They're heavily featured in that
Okay.
soundtrack also. So, but I really liked them for a time.
That's
I don't
good.
know why.
My dear friend Tim Rooney, who has been on the show,
Yes.
real fans, he messaged me because I guess he was listening and his girlfriend really likes that band.
Oh, yeah?
And when I said, yeah, the music, man, it's weird, doesn't do it for me, and I guess she gave me a stink eye. So
Well,
I'm sorry.
Can't make everyone happy.
I'm sorry, Jess. But I'm like, but I literally, when I said that, I literally followed up with, music is so subjective.
Oh, for sure.
You know, like it's just like
It's and it's an interesting choice, but for me I thought it was fine. I'd also heard the band before, so I wasn't like taken out of it. But I really enjoy it. I'm looking forward to watching the other 2 episodes. I think it's really cool.
they're really good too. I think it's
Yeah.
getting better, honestly.
The Bride episode was like awesome.
Great. Yeah, that was
it
great.
Was so good.
The Bride one still might be my favorite,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
but then there was the next one was GI Robot, and the one after that was Weasel.
Oh, okay.
They were both really,
Cool.
really good.
Oh, they did do a Weasel
They
one.
did.
Interesting.
And here's the thing. We were throwing shade at Weasel. We were like,
Yeah.
stop trying to make Weasel happen.
I did hear you say that on the show.
we said that, and Brendan has said it. Me and Sean said it. The Weasel episode, I kind of like Weasel now.
Really?
Damn you, James Gunn. He did
Wow.
it. Yeah.
He's
Still not my favorite. I'm
Yeah.
still not rushing out to buy a Weasel action figure, but
Yeah.
like it's a really good episode.
I did appreciate. I think you might have said it. Like Weasel is like the fetch of
Yes.
the DC
Yes.
universe. Like, it's not trying to make Weasel happen.
But the Weasel episode, damn it, if it didn't get me.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'm gonna watch it.
I'll just
this
say
week.
that. Yeah, watch it this. Well, I mean, I'll be home this week because
Yeah,
Christmas.
that's true.
But
That's true.
I'll watch them again. I don't
All
mind.
right, deal.
Anyway, so the bottom line is I'm thoroughly enjoying Creature
Yes.
Commandos for what it's worth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
make it 2.
All right. Next email is from Matthew Carey. It says, "Hey, Holy BatCast crew. It's been a while, so congrats on the baby, kids going to college, and all that good stuff. I just watched the Superman trailer, and I have some thoughts. Starting off, I'm so glad they used the John Williams theme, albeit a variant, but still, they're reaching back to the roots. Then Superman, Lois, Guy Gardner, Mr. Terrific, Hot Girl, Crypto. I am, for the first time in a while, excited to see this movie. Not just because it's DC, but the movie looks good. It looks like the movie to reboot a franchise. Thankfully, only 7 more months of waiting. However, there's some sad news. A while ago, the wife and I had to consolidate finances, look at our expenditures and subscriptions, and HBO Max didn't make the cut. I haven't seen Creature Commandos. I'm going to miss out on a lot, but at least there's Cape Crusader on Amazon. With that in mind, if you had to get rid of Max, what Max exclusive DC show would you purchase so you could keep watching? This could be an entire episode, so no worries if you can't think of anything. Always thanks for the hours of entertainment, making my workday much brighter, and I hope you are as excited for this movie too, Matt." Thank you, Matt. We're definitely as excited for the movie. I think you've probably already heard that by now, which is great. I'm glad you were super psyched too. So we love that. But Max, if we had to cancel Max, what would I be? I mean, Creature Commandos.
Batwheels.
Oh, but Batwheels is supposed to
It
come
was
to
supposed to
come to Netflix, right?
Yeah. So yeah.
Oh, Batwheels versus Creature Commandos. Yeah, I'd go with Batwheels.
Yeah.
I would. I'm with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
But-
I mean, between the two, as of right now. But
Yeah.
if Batwheels was going to Netflix, then yeah, Creature Commandos is great.
Yeah. I mean, but I think that, like, the answer is it depends on where your interests lie, right?
Yeah.
Like I know that a lot of people would say the Penguin, but, like, y'all know, me and Kathrynn, not so into that universe.
It's
I
fine.
don't need to buy the Penguin.
Yeah.
But I would want to buy Creature Commandos
Yeah.
because, not only because I'm enjoying it, but also because it is part of the universe, so it feels a little... I wouldn't even call it essential viewing, but, like, it's still part of the universe, and I would
Yeah.
like to keep up on it. But then, yeah, as far as, like, stuff for Harley, I would buy Batwheels.
Why about Batwheels? Even not for Harley, because I like it.
That's true. Here's the thing. Even if we had no kids,
I would still watch it.
I would still watch it. That is true.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of Richard Webster, he wrote in.
We love it.
Yeah. He said, "Hey, Andy and the Holy BatCasters. I was listening to your pod on Superman and Lois, which made me cry again just hearing you talk about that ending. Damn you." So, I was already emotional when you got to the listener email about the Batman VR game. Of course, I was a little embarrassed, but it was worth it to hear the joy that your joy from receiving the gift, which was absolutely deserved for all the amazing Batman content you give us fans. I know we've messaged offline and said our thank yous, but actually hearing you voice your excitement to explore the VR world of Batman had me fist pumping with excitement. I'm excited to hear your thoughts on the game when you get a chance to complete it. I'll definitely be patient and not hound you with emails like I do about the Batman cartoon, knowing that you have a newborn at home. Us dads can relate. You also got me jazzed thinking about future possible VR experiences. I mean, how perfect would a Keaton-Burton Batman VR game be? A sequel to the movie that you actually get to be chasing Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman from rooftop to rooftop? Or take that Ben Affleck Batman movie script and play it in VR going up against Deathstroke? The possibilities are endless. Or being Superman, flying through Metropolis and fighting Metallo in the streets while saving citizens. And make it multiplayer. Have your buddy show up as Batman for a World's Finest game. Batman and the Bat Family. Or Hulk out with the Avengers. This is all coming, and it will be because of this first Batman game being the success that it is. It will win VR Game of the Year for 2024. It was that well received.
That's awesome.
Because of that, we'll get the next thing and then the next. Actually, this is funny. There's an Iron Man game made by the same folks who made the Batman game. You should check it out. It's why they were hired to make Batman. More AAA experiences with huge licensed properties will be coming fast. I love your take on a realistic Jurassic Park game. That experience would be something to just play over and over again because it's also one of my favorite movies. In the meantime, the cel-shaded one is pretty good, but I get it not feeling like the real deal. Although being hunted by velociraptors in any medium is terrifyingly awesome. Sorry for the long email, and thanks again for the amazing shout-out. Have a Merry Christmas with your beautiful family down there in Florida underneath the palm trees. I'll be way up north shivering with excitement to listen to you guys talk about the Superman teaser, and what a gift that was. What a gift you guys are giving us, such great DC content every single time. Thank you, Richard.
Thanks, Richard.
Yeah, thank you, Richard. Richard, are you getting paid by Meta for your VR recommendations?
Validate how excited you were when it came.
I was.
You were just like, I couldn't wait to play it. Like, oh, get upstairs.
I was like, I'm going to go be Batman.
Yeah. I remember how late it was one night, and you're like, can I go be Batman now? That's fine. Right?
That's right.
That's right.
No, Richard, thank you so much, and I love the recommendations. I guess I'm going to check out that Iron Man one. That sounds really cool.
I love it.
So, again, Eric, he sent me a link for a Jurassic Park game that is coming called Jurassic Park Survival.
Cool.
And it is essentially what I said, which is like you're on Isla Nublar right after the events of the first film, and you're like left behind on the island. And right now it looks like that game is just for like normal consoles, but apparently there are murmurs it might also come to VR. Oh, cool. So maybe we willed it into existence, Richard. I love
that. That'd be awesome. Like Camp Cretaceous, but more with Park than World.
Right, but with like the original movie.
That's cool.
Yeah, the trailer's great. And I was like, wait, is this VR? And it's like, well, no, for now it's like, Xbox, PlayStation. But again, they said that they think that there's a VR version coming. So I don't know. Regardless, that sounds awesome. And yeah, that question and just these emails, like it gets your mind going of like, oh, that would be cool, and that would be cool, and that would be cool. But yeah, I hope that you're right. I hope that this Batman game is as big a hit as you said. And again, if you could just give me a line of Batman games of like the different versions, a 66 version and a Burton version and a Schumacher version. Like give me every version.
Love it.
And forget about it. I will be all in. So thank you for all the kind words, Richard, and wishing you and yours also a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. And as I've said, I'll try to keep the show coming so you can keep listening.
We're working on it.
We're doing our best. Well, baby Andy, right?
Right, baby Andy.
All right, I got a few emails here still, but you know what? I don't want to press our luck.
All right.
I'm going to save a few
right.
for next time because I already...
respectable. We got through.
We got through a few. I'm pretty proud of us. I didn't even know this was going to happen, so I'm excited. Thank you, honey.
You're welcome, baby.
Thank you, baby Andy. You're doing great.
Good job, baby Andy.
You're doing so good. the next episode is also mostly recorded, with the exception of emails. And so, for any Batgirl fans out there, keep an eye out for that next episode. There's a lot of Batgirl talk about a new book about Batgirl that actually should be out now. But you're going to hear more about it in a week or so. So I'll tease it now. But it was a very fun chat with the author of that book about Batgirl.
Great.
Something to look forward to.
Love it.
But that will do it for this episode. Kathrynn, thanks so much for joining.
You're always welcome, baby.
Thank you for being flexible and sitting here with our son and chatting Batwheels and Batman.
You know I love it.
Anything that you want to plug anywhere?
I don't have anything to plug.
Just our kids.
Kids are my whole life right now until I go back to work.
You're going to go back to work very soon.
I know.
You know what you can plug?
What?
Epic Universe opening
true.
May of 2025.
May of 2025, the fruits of our labor.
Yeah, the fruits of both of our labor.
Since we met.
Yeah.
We met on that. Oh, put it down.
Put him down.
No, I don't think... You know what I keep forgetting to say, and I haven't done an episode in a really long time,
What?
is the Super Legit podcast, the improv podcast I've been on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I've been on 2 episodes of that podcast, and I never plug it, but those are great people, and I should just plug it, 'cause I love them.
Good.
And, yeah.
The Super Legit podcast.
Super Legit podcast is an improv podcast. There's 2 episodes that I'm on. You
Go back and
look for it. It's been a while, but they're really lovely, wonderful people, and they're all super funny. And if you like that sort of thing, then I hope you like it.
Great.
Yeah.
I'm sure they appreciate it.
I keep forgetting to plug things
No,
I
that's
actually
great.
do.
I love it. Anyway, I already told you guys where to find me and the show and all that good stuff, but I guess it's worth saying some of those other shows, like I mentioned, if you're still in the Christmassy spirit, there's some fun Christmas episodes of Real Fans for Real Movies. We did our Christmas commercials. We did our Christmas specials. And then Disorder, every Disney film. We did the 2009 Jim Carrey version of A Christmas Carol. Yeah. That should be out there now, too. So don't say goodbye to Christmas just yet. Hold on to Christmas as long as you can. And yeah, enjoy those shows in the meantime. But they're all at rf4rm.com. But if you listen to this, you probably already know where to find them. But that will do it for this Christmassy version or episode. Version.
Yeah.
It's late. Dude,
we're doing fine.
This Christmassy episode, our brains are fried, of Holy BatCast. Thank you guys out there for joining us as always. I hope you enjoyed this little chat, and hopefully you guys are out there enjoying Christmas content, and make sure that Batwheels is part of that. Again, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Just search for Holy BatCast. If you've got something for the Wayne Manor Mailbox that maybe I'll get to next time, you can send that to holybatcast@rf4rm.com. Our theme music was created by the talented Gaurav Venkateswar. You can find his work at gvtunes.com. But that will do it. On behalf of Kathrynn and Baby Andy, I've been Big Andy. We'll see you next time. Same bat time, same bat channel, and have a very batty Christmas and a very happy New Year. Love you guys.
Candy canes, a choo-choo train. They're tons of fun, but none can claim to be the best present in the world, 'cause that's a friend. The best present in the world is a friend.
Holy BatCast is not affiliated with Warner Brothers or DC Entertainment. The views and opinions shared by the participants are theirs and theirs alone and do not represent the companies or organizations they happen to work for. All right, Holidays on Ice was season 1, episode 7. Excuse me. Sorry.
You don't want a passy?
Why don't you take a nap, man? We're trying to do a show here.
You haven't slept all day. What is your deal? This is usually foolproof. No!
I think it's the talking. He knows something's going on.
Yeah, both our kids have intense FOMO.
Yeah. All right. Let's try it again.